sportstalk.com. You see the head coach of the SU men's soccer team, Ian McIntyre, joining us now. Coach, always great to catch up. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on, guys.
All right, so postseason play starts tomorrow, 6 o'clock, SU Soccer Stadium, the Orange of Virginia Tech. We'll get into that matchup here in a little bit, but let's start with the way you guys are playing. You know, in the last month, you've won 2 games over ranked opponents, SMU and North Carolina. You just tied the 4th-ranked team in the country on the road there in NC State. What has been working and what has gotten better for your squad the last month or so?
The guys are starting to listen to me, finally. No, it's a great group, and you hope that you're playing your best soccer at this time of the season.
And it seems like you guys do that on a regular basis. So, without sharing too much of what your secrets are, I mean, what is your philosophy as you go through a year? You know, especially this day and age with the transfer portal, you got such a new group, and you've got to grow and evolve and mold them over the course of the season. And here you are, the end of the year, yet again playing your best soccer. So, what is the secret to getting through to these guys over the course of a 3-month season?
It's trying to have patience with a new group, recognizing that a lot of different faces in the locker room. We also had some injuries, some suspensions beginning of the year. So to have our guys, you're always going to have injuries. Every team, every sports team has it this time of year. But having the guys buying into what we're doing, learning about Syracuse soccer and the expectations that we have on and off the field. And I got a great group. It's strong, a lot of character in our locker room, a lot of resilience, and very proud to be coaching this group.
You hear it in sports a lot, Coach, that, some people will say, well, sometimes you need to lose to learn how to win. Do you subscribe to that at all? I mean, do you look back on maybe some of the early season results that maybe didn't go the way you wanted it to, but the guys learned from it and maybe what not to do, and then next time when they were in that position, they were able to get a better result because they had already experienced that? Is there something to be said for that?
I think every coach and every player would like to win every game. So if we can do that, it makes it a lot easier. But we were sitting at 2-4 at one stage and having the real meat of our ACC schedule coming up. And to put together this run, a couple of losses against really good Pitt and Cornell teams, but very proud of first 2 games of the ACC season. We had no points and we were sitting at the bottom of the league. So for us to secure a home game and a top 6 seed, very proud of we've quietly gone about putting together one of our best ACC regular seasons, and hopefully we can have another good performance tomorrow night at the SU Soccer Stadium.
I mentioned the win over SMU last month, the win over North Carolina recently, and then tying NC State. When you get positive results like that, I would imagine it probably helps with the team's confidence. Can you speak to, I guess, where they are? You said physically you guys have gotten healthier. Mentally, have you guys gotten healthier as you get set for the postseason to start?
Well, we're in a spot where we've seen it all. We've been tested. We've played really good teams. We've won games, we've had shutouts, we've come back in games. The NC State game, we had every opportunity to feel sorry for ourselves, but we came back and found a way to get a point and get us to that 13 points in the season. So we've seen everything there is to see. We're resilient. We've got quality. Now we'll see how it looks tomorrow night at the stadium.
You mentioned you've got Virginia Tech. You've got a home game. You have not seen Virginia Tech. They're obviously in the ACC in your conference, but the way things are now and the conference is so big, you don't see everybody during the regular season. Would you prefer, if you had your preference, would you prefer seeing a team you've already seen once, or do you like the fact you're going up against an opponent that you have not played yet?
There's 14 other really, really good ACC teams, and if you're honest, I wouldn't tell my team this. You don't want to play any of them. They're all good, but it's this is a really good team that we're playing against. Started the season extremely well, got big results on the road against some of the top 10 teams in the country, and they're really going to cause us some problems. I think both teams probably like the matchup, realizing that this could go either way, and that's the excitement of competing in the ACC at this time of the year.
I know obviously the goal is to make it to the NCAA tournament and to be able to compete for a championship. How do you balance that as a coach going into the postseason? You want the focus to be on Virginia Tech, but you also know that the guys are thinking big picture, like, okay, what do we need to do to make sure that we get into the NCAA tournament? So do you have those conversations with the guys, or is it just strictly Virginia Tech, take care of business one at a time, win that one, and then you move on to the next one?
Well, that's the correct answer, but nowadays everyone knows, hears through news, they're on websites, they see RPI, which is that really is a big factor in selecting the national tournament. But for us, it's just controlling what we can control, and that starts tomorrow. Both teams realize they probably need a couple of wins, both us and Virginia Tech, to feel good about selection to the national tournament. And we just want to enjoy the ACC tournament. There is an argument that it's more difficult to win an ACC championship with the caliber of teams. And we recognize that it starts Wednesday, and then you just try to hang in there, find ways to advance, and then see what happens for the next game.
It's kind of like it's a blessing and a curse, right, to play in the toughest conference in the country. It's a blessing that you get a lot of opportunities. It's a curse in that you play really good teams night in and night out, and it doesn't always go your way. With that in mind, you talk about thinking that you need to win at least a couple of games here to get in. What is the secret to winning in the postseason? You've obviously had success and had the ultimate success a few years ago. What is the secret to going on a run this time of year?
It's having you guys buy into what you're doing and limit your mistakes, and being brave, not being timid, being bold in what we try to do, having that mindset. And then, you do need a little bit of luck as well in order to go on a big run like we've done in the past. But just 90 minutes of playing Syracuse soccer, kind of this with a relentlessness, a ferocious appetite to impose our brand of soccer, and then see if that's good enough tomorrow night to progress and advance.
And along those lines, I mean, that's where I was going with my last question is, this match tomorrow night in particular against Virginia Tech. What do you think it ultimately comes down to? Because it sounds like it's a toss-up. You said it could go either way. So, which side ultimately wins? What does it come down to in terms of what's going to push that team over the top?
Yeah, I like our group. I do like the matchup. I've got a lot of respect for Coach Brisendine's team and his program. They had the best of us here last year. But I think our team is stronger, is more resilient, and I think we've got a wonderful Central New York evening. There'll be gusts and winds of up to 30, 40 miles an hour. It'll be a perfect rainy night. We want our it's real playoff November Syracuse soccer weather.
Yeah, and you guys are used to it, right? So that's an edge there. We always love having you on, Coach McIntyre. Best of luck tomorrow. Best of luck throughout this postseason. We'll all be watching. We'll all be rooting you on.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time today.
All right, Ian McIntyre. And again, 6 o'clock tomorrow, SU Soccer Stadium. The team can certainly use your support. They've been playing awfully well the last month or so, a chance to make a run here and to qualify for the NCAA tournament. With that, we'll take a timeout. We'll wrap things up on the other side. We are back after this on ESPN.